Welcome back to Barbara and Haskell's Kitchen. My name's Amanda. Today I am here with Lee, and he's going to give us some tips on freezer maintenance 101. So we're moving into the fall season. Everybody's going to be using their freezer a lot more. What can we do to prepare?
Thank you, Amanda. So the first thing I would like to do with my freezer is I would do a visual inspection. Make sure that it's sealing properly. And how you do that, of course, just inspect for any little cracks, making sure that that seal is properly in place. If it does have to be replaced, it's relatively inexpensive and very easy to do so. Little tip that I like to use is grab a flashlight, put it inside the freezer, shut the door, turn off all the lights. If you see light passing through, you know there's air getting through and it's time to do something about that. Awesome. Now, we're going to defrost. That's what I would recommend. Starting off with a brand new freezer without frost buildup everywhere. If you see frost building up on the top, next shelf, and the next shelf, it's definitely time. Half an inch of frost is usually an indicator that it's time to get rid of that frost. How we do it is very, very simple. We unplug the freezer. We don't want to do anything to break that ice because you can damage the freezer permanently, and we want to just let it melt properly, relocate all your food, and wait until the freezer gets back to proper temperature before you bring the food back in.
Perfect.
Okay. If we're lucky enough to have a frost-free freezer, there's some wonderful benefits. One of them is less maintenance. Okay, so the maintenance side of the frost-free, a little bit easier. Again, check our gaskets, make sure the seal is proper, because if it's letting in the outside temperature, your motor's gonna have to work that much harder to maintain the temperature.
Absolutely.
The condenser coils that are found inside the freezer on a manual are actually located underneath the frost-free. So a couple little things, we've got some great tools here at Barbara and Haskell. This is a condenser brush, and this is a little vacuum attachment. Very simply what we're gonna do, in the off position, we take that, we just do a quick little brush down below that's going to free up any of that loose dust. We're going to attach this to our vacuum, and it will actually effectively grab all of that dust that you've loosened up, and it's really easy to clean down below without having to move these heavy freezers.
Very awesome. How cool is that? I think I'm going to buy one on my way out today because I got some dust buildup under all my appliances in the kitchen. Right. So for chest freezers, it would be the same, about a half an inch.
Yeah, actually, exactly the same thing. So you open up your chest freezer, if you see a buildup of ice, as soon as that ice buildup gets to about the half-inch mark, same thing, just unplug it. We want to just let it melt naturally. You don't want to encourage it to break off or anything. And then once it's all melted, just give it a wipe down, let it dry permanently, properly, and let it plug in, let it get to proper temperature before you reintroduce your foods.
Awesome, that's great. And what can we do for frostbitten food? Is there any way that we can make sure that's not happening to some of our food?
For sure. So frostbite that shows up on your food, so what we want to do is we just want to properly store our food. So both either freezer lock bags or something that's going to do an airlock container. Every time that we open up our freezer, we're letting in room temperature air that contains moisture, and it's going to be attracted to your food. So properly package your foods. It should reduce the likelihood of frostbitten foods.
Awesome, that's great. And I've heard that all of the freezers are on sale right now in Barbara and Haskell.
That's right. All of our freezer, getting geared up for the freezer section, the freezer season. We've definitely put everything on sale right now.
Very awesome. So for all your freezer needs, come and see us at Barbara and Haskell. You can talk to Lee. If you have any questions or comments about freezers, please leave them in the comments section below this video. And if you have any ideas for further shows, please put them in the comments as well. Thanks for joining us on Barbara and Haskell's Kitchen. We'll see you next week.